So let us continue with question number 3, and it is the same as question number 2, and it's very easy. So what we are going to do again is that we have to prove that the following numbers are irrational. Okay, and as we have already done, we are going to assume the opposite first. Okay, we have to prove that it is irrational, but we are going to assume that it is rational. Then we are going to use the method of contradiction. Contradiction means we are going to basically prove ourselves wrong. Okay, we are going to prove that whatever we wrote is wrong. Okay, and that the opposite is the true correct sense. Okay, so that's what we are going to do now. Right, so let's start question number 1. Okay, so 1 by root 2, and let us do the solution of this. So first, what we have to do, let us assume the opposite. Okay, let 1 by root 2 is rational. We are taking rational opposite. We are taking the opposite rational, and what we can write, 1 by root 2 is equal to, any rational number can be written in the form of p by q, but I will write as a by b. Okay, a by b, where b cannot be 0, b is not equal to 0, and I can also write that a comma b are coprimes. Okay, they are coprimes. So from here, what I can write is that, see, uh, 1 by root 2 is equal to a by b. So I will just reciprocal. I will make the reciprocal. That means I will just rearrange. I'll take the bottom denominator to the up, and the numerator I'll bring down. So if I rearrange this side, the same will happen to the right hand side. That means if I write this side root 2 by 1, that means that side also will be b by e. I can also write simply as root 2 is equal to b by a, right? I don't need the 1 below. So now if you look here, a by b was rational. See here, a by b is a rational, right? That means b by a is also rational, because if you make the reciprocal of any rational, it is a rational number. This is a rational number. A by b is rational, so b by a is also rational. Rational is equal to some number. If it is given equal, that means this should also be rational, right? So I'll write this side. Okay, a by b is rational. Rational. So what I can write that b by a is also rational, right? Rational. Okay, which implies that which implies that which implies that what does it imply? This is a rational number equal to another number. That means this is also a rational number, which implies that root 2 is rational. But it is the correct, is it the correct conclusion? Is it the correct conclusion that we are writing, which implies that root 2 is rational? Is it the correct conclusion? No, it is not the correct conclusion. Why? Because we already know the fact that root 2 is an irrational number. We are getting as rational. What we are getting is rational, but it should be an irrational, right? So that means we have made some mistake. Where is that mistake? Our mistake in it is in assuming. Okay, in assuming that this is a rational number. Okay, so what? Or we can write that this contradicts, ulta, contradicts the fact that root 2 is an irrational number. Rational number. So what happened? So our assumption is wrong. It's wrong. Our assumption is wrong. If it is wrong, that means it should not be a rational. 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, so this is our conclusion. Okay, we took as rational, we were proven that we are false, so the opposite is correct. That means if rational is false, means irrational is correct. All right, so this is how we prove. All right, it is called the method of contradiction. All right, So let's do question number 2 now, right? Okay, let's continue with question number 2. Question number 2 from that tree of exercise 1.2. Okay, so you have to prove that 7 root 5 is irrational number. So as before, we are going to use the method of contradiction, right? We are going to use the method of contradiction, and so let us do. So first, when we say method of contradiction, what we are going to assume is the opposite of what we have to prove. Okay, we have to take the opposite. We are going to assume the opposite. It is given irrational. We have to prove as irrational, but let us take the opposite. That is rational. Okay, so let us assume that what shall we assume? 7 root 5 is an is a rational, okay, rational number, and any rational number 7 root 5 we can write as p by q. What I'm going to write here is a by b. Okay, we can write as p by q or p by q or a by b. Okay, where b cannot be 0 and a comma b are co-primes. Okay, you can write simple integers also. It's okay. Okay, you will get the same result. So what we wrote? We wrote that 7 root 5 is equal to a by b. This is a rational number, right? Rational number. So what I'm going to do? Let this root 5 be on the left hand side, and let me take this 7 on the right hand side. Okay, so this 7 I'm going to take on the right hand side. So what will it come as? It will come below here as divisor, right? It will come in the denominator. So root 5 equals a by 7b. Okay, that is in the denominator. So you look here, a by b is a rational number. A by b is a rational number. If I multiply 7 in the denominator, it will still be a rational number, right? So a by b is rational. Okay, a by b is rational. So what I can write, a by 7b is also what? Rational. Okay, since a by b is rational, a by 7b is also rational. But this is a rational, this entire part is rational. Okay, this entire part is rational, and we have an equal symbol, equal sign here in the middle, and we have the left hand side. So any rational number equals to rational number. It should be a rational number. That means whatever this equation, whatever we have assumed, is implying that a by 7b, a rational number, is equal to another rational number. That means it is implying that root 5 is also rational. Since the right hand side is rational, left hand side should also be rational. Okay, so I can write that this implies that what? Root 5 is also rational. Okay, root 5 is also rational. We have come to this conclusion. But am I right? Are we correct in assuming that root 5 is rational? No, root 5 it is a fact that root 5 is irrational. So whatever we have done till now, it is wrong. Our assumption itself is wrong. Where we started was wrong. That's why we are getting the wrong result. Okay, so it is wrong to say that root 5 is rational. Okay, so I'll write here, but it contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. Okay, it is a truth that root 5 is irrational, and we have already proved it. Okay, we have already proved, I think it was in question number 1, we have already proved it. Okay, so therefore hence our assumption is wrong. Assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. We assume what? 7 root 5 is a rational number. So it should not be a rational number. It should be the opposite. It should be irrational number. Our assumption is wrong, and 7 root 5 is an irrational number. Okay. So we have proved that it is a it is in fact an irrational number. Why? Because if we get root 5 as rational, that will not be a true result. Okay, that will not be a correct result. So this is where we will conclude that it is an irrational number. Okay. So one more is left. So let's do it. Okay. Let's complete. Okay. Let's go to the next question. That is, we have to prove that 6 plus root 2 is irrational. Okay. So this is 3. No? Number 3 of question number 3. That is from exercise 1.2, the new syllabus. So again, we are going to use the method of contradiction. Again and again, I said, whenever we use the method of contradiction, we assume the opposite of what we are asked. What we have to prove, we are not going to assume that. We are going to assume the ulta, the opposite of that. Okay. If we are asked to prove that it is irrational, let us assume that it is rational. Then while we are simplifying things, we will find that we are wrong. After we find that we are wrong, again we will write that we are wrong and the opposite is the correct. That means when we are assuming rational, it is wrong. It should be in fact irrational. So like that we are going to prove. Okay. So okay, let's start. Let us assume that what 6 plus root 2 is rational. Okay, I'm assuming the opposite, and 6 plus root 2 can be written as any rational number can be written in the form of a by b, p by q. Okay, where b should not be equal to 0, b is not equal to 0, and a comma b, these two numbers are co-primes. Okay, these are co-primes. That means they do not have a common factor. So I am going to take once again 6 plus root 2 is equal to a by b. So what we have to do? See, remember, keep the square root term on one side. Okay, I'm going to keep it on the left hand side and take the rest to the right hand side. Okay, so I'll keep just root 2 here. So if I take this 6 this side, what I will get? A by b minus 6. All right, a by b minus 6. Now a by b was a rational number. We have already written that this is rational. Okay, this is a rational number. This is a rational number. So a by b is a rational number. And 6 is also a rational number. Rational number minus a rational number will give me a rational number. That means this entire term is a rational number. So I'm going to write that first. Okay, a by b is rational. Okay, we have already written that a by b is rational. So what we can write that a by b minus 6, a by b minus 6 is also rational. So we have what? A by b is rational, and because of that, since 6 is also a rational number, a by b minus a rational number is a rational number. That means this entire term on the right hand side is rational number. And if you look here, there is an equal symbol here. That means whatever is the right side is equal to the left hand side. But this is a rational number, it is equal to another number. This should be a rational number because these both are what? Equal. Since these both are equal, if this is a rational, this should also be a rational. Okay. So what? This implies that what we got the implication that root 2 is also a rational number. Rational number. Now you look at this statement. Root 2 is also a rational number. Is root 2 a rational number? We have done already in the I guess in the example. Root 2, it is not a rational number. We got here that this is a rational number, but in fact it is not a rational number, it is an irrational number. Okay, the truth is that it is irrational, but because we did this way, we got a rational number, and we are wrong. Since we are wrong here, that means we are wrong from the start. Where did we start? By assuming that it is rational. That means we are wrong here itself. We are wrong that it is not a rational, it should be an irrational. Okay. But it contradicts. You know the meaning of contradicts? Contradicts means something opposite, right? but it contradicts the fact that root 2 is an irrational number. Irrational number. Okay, so see what we got and what we know as a truth is different. That means whatever we got is wrong. So our assumption is wrong. Assumption is wrong. Wrong. And 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. Irrational number. So this is the method of contradiction. Okay. So we have proved here that 6 plus root 2 is in fact irrational because root 2 cannot be a rational number. Right? Okay. So this is the end of question number 3. Let's go to question number 4. These are new. I think the earlier, okay, whatever was given earlier, I think it ended at question number 3. Okay, earlier books, if you see, the questions ended at question number 3. But now we have question number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's continue. Okay, it's very interesting and mostly MCQ because nowadays our HSLC exam is mostly, I mean, mostly is 50%, right? 45 marks are from MCQ. Okay, so I hope you'll learn the MCQs properly. And if you have any problem until now, please write in the comments. Okay, I'll be waiting for your doubts, and I will clear them up as much as possible. All right. So let's continue to question number 4. Okay. Dania जोङो question number 4 आरो 5 खौ खालामसै एखेलगे दे. Let us do question number 4 and 5. And here I want to tell you that I'm writing the entire question because I don't think till now I have not seen any English medium books or Boro medium books that is available. I have just got the Assamese medium books. The Assamese medium ni biजाबल'सो मोनदों दायो आङो दासिम बर' मिडियामनि आं मोनथ'वाखै मोनबोला आरोबाव ट्रेन्सलेसनखौ मोजां नायना लानो हागोन अब्लाबो जेखौ जों बुजियो बुजिनानैनो खालामलांनांगोन दे. Okay, let's start. Let us read the question first. जों कुइसनखौ सिगांनो फरायग्रोनि दे. Number 4. The product of a non-zero rational number and an irrational number is मोनसे लाथिख' नङि रानजोबथा अनजिमा आरो मोनसे रानजोबथायि अनजिमानि सानजाबगासेया मा जागोन दे. कुइसना मा बुंदों नै मोनसे रानजोबथा सानजाब रानजोबथायि. ओके, रेशनेल इनटु इरेशनेल दे. मा होननाय जादों रानजोबथा सानजाब रानजोबथायि रानजोबथायि रानजोबथा अनजिमा जायखिजाया जों जेरै मोननाय 6 मोनसे रानजोबथा आरो रानजोबथायिजों root 5 बर्ग रोदा बायामोन ना. So what we get जों मा मोनगोन 6 root 5 खोनो दे बेखौनो मोनगोन जोङो एन्सारा. दा बियो मा अनजिमा 6 root 5 आ मा अनजिमा रानजोबथा ना रानजोबथायि. What is this value now? What is this number now? Is it a rational or irrational number? 6 root 5. Whenever there is a square root and it cannot be, it cannot be taken out, 0 root थायो 0 बर्ग रोदा थायो आरो बेखौ सिफायनो हायाब्ला बेखौ मा होनना बुङो जोङो irrational जायो आरो माथो always irrational नाम्बार a आ जागोन आरो जेब्लाबो मा जागोन रानजोबथायि दे always irrational. Okay, question number 5. जेब्लाबो रानजोबथायि जागोन दे. root 5 root 3 root 2 is मा रोखोमनि अनजिमा बियो. root 5 root 3 root 2 आ मा रोखोमनि अनजिमा. root 5 root 2 root 3 is what type of number? If you say natural number means natural number आ मामोन natural मिथिंगाया अनजिमाया मिथिंगाया 1 2 3 4 बेफोरो बेयावथ' root गैया बर्ग रोदा गैया. so natural number जानो हाया मिथिंगा अनजिमा जानो हाया मानो होनबा मिथिंगा अनजिमाया 1 2 3 4 बर्ग रोदा थाया. integer आरो मा बेफोर नाम्बारानो 0 थागोन आरो माइनास दङबोला 0 दं माइनास थायोबा if there is a 0 and a minus term also negative numbers also they will be integers but not the square root ones. Okay, what about a rational number? Rational number should not have a root, so this also cannot be, this also cannot be. An irrational number, yes, this is the correct option. The irrational number मोनसे रानजोबथायि अनजिमा जानांगौ मानो होनबोला रानजोबथा अनजिमायाव मा थानो मोना बर्ग रोदा थानो मोना दे. बर्ग रोदा थाब्लाबो ओरैबायदिनियाव बर्ग रोदा थानांगोन जेराव सेफायनो हायो जेरै बर्ग रोदा 4 आ 2. ओके, if you are finding a square root, okay, square root, and if it can be broken down as 2, or like here, square root of 4 is equal to 2, then it is rational. This is a rational number. But if it is something like root 5, root 3, root 2, which where you cannot take out the square root, then it is an irrational number. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, first one is rational into irrational. You will always get an irrational number. जेब्लाबो मोनसे रानजोबथाय मोनगोन, रानजोबथादो रानजोबथायजों सानजाबोब्ला, आरो सेकेन्डनिया जेरावनो बर्ग रोदा बेबायदि थायो मा जायो, irrational number जागोन आरो दे. Okay, so let's go to the next question number 6, 7, 8. बिसोर मोनथाम दंबावो दे. Let's go to question number 6 now. Okay, question number 6 निया questionआ मा, बुंथि आरो जाहोननि ना. Question number 6 is assertion and reason, and you know these questions are very, very important. Assertion reasons questions are very, very common in every subject nowadays. You'll get them in science, general science, social science. They गासैबो माने बुंनो थाङोब्ला मोनफ्रोमबो साबजेक्टआवनो दानिया बेबायदि कुइसना जाहोन आरो बुंथि बेयो बिराद इम्पर्टेन्ट जाबाय आरो दे. बिगियानाव मोनगोन दे, समाज बिगियानाव मोनगोन, ससियेल साइन्सआव मोनगोन, बेफोराव मोनबायानो थागोन आरो दे. स' बेखायनो बुजिनानै खालामनांगोन आरो बेखौ दे. कुइसना एसे गोलाव, स्क्रिनशट मारिनो हागोन जुदि लानोब्ला दे. स्क्रिनशट मारिनानै गावै गावै लिरना लानो हागोन. You can write only the English part also if you don't have the book, or if you have already got the book, नोंसोरो जुदि बिजाबखौ मोनबायब्ला नायलांनो हागोन न'. So okay, so first, what is the assertion? Assertion मा बुंनाया नै बुंथिया. Root 2 plus root 5 is an irrational number. बियो मा root 2 आरो root 5, root 2 दाजाब root 5 आ मोनसे मा होनदों, root 2 आरो root 5 आ मोनसे रानजोबथाय अनजिमा. बे जाबाय जोंनि बुंथि दे. नेक्स्टआ रिजनआ जाहोना मा, if p and q are positive prime numbers. Positive prime number, बेयाव positive होनायनिबो खोथा दङ दे. माइनास होनाय लोगो लोगो imaginary number जायो. If you give a negative prime number दे, negative लायोबोला, negative prime number हायबोला बे मा जागोन, माइनास जाबोला बर्ग रोदा सिङाव माइनास थायोबोला, if you have a square root and inside there is a minus, it is imaginary number that will come in complex numbers. Okay, you will not get in this syllabus, but it's okay. Then root p plus root q is an irrational number. जुदि p आरो q आ दाजाबथाय रोदा अनजिमाफोर, बर्ग रोदा p प्लस बर्ग रोदा q आ मोनसे रानजोबथाय अनजिमा. दे जों मोनसे मोनसे नायलांबाय थानोसै दे. नैबे एन्सारखौथ' नोंसोर मोनखानायसो सिगाङाव न' क्लास 9 फोराव मोननाय दा मोनाखैबा दायो साननो मानो हागोन आरो नै. नै फार्स्ट माबाया मा, both a and r is true. a आरो r मोननैबो true, मोननैबो थार, आरो r आ a नि मा, r is the correct explanation of a, r आ a नि थार बेखेवथि, आरो सेकेन्डआ जाबाय थार बेखेवथि नङा, it is not a correct explanation, both are true बेखौ बुंनाय जायो आरो. c आरो only a is correct and r is wrong दे, आरो d आ a आ wrong आरो r is correct बिदि होनाय दं आरो दे. जोङो मोनसे मोनसे नायलांसै. फार्स्टनिया मानो root 2 आरो root 5, root 2 दाजाब root 5 मा जागोन बेयो, बेथ' मोनसे मा अनजिमा, रानजोबथाना रानजोबथाय, बेबो रानजोबथाय, बेबो रानजोबथाय. This is irrational, this is irrational. If you add two irrational numbers, it will still be a irrational number. So this is irrational number, मोनसे रानजोबथाय अनजिमा, बेयो थार. This is correct दे, a आ correct जादों आरो. b आलाय माबाया रिजनालाय जाहोना if p and q are positive prime numbers दे, मोननै रोदा अनजिमा prime number मा 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 17, 13, these are what? Prime numbers. बे prime number फोरनि बर्ग रोदा लाना दाजाबोला root 3 plus root 5, any two, what you will get? You will get irrational, right? You will get irrational. So this is also correct, irrational number. Then in the if you look here, root 2 plus root 5, these two are what? बिसोर मोननै आरो prime number आनो, prime ना, रोदा अनजिमा ना, रोदा अनजिमायानो root 2 root 5 आ, नैबेयावबो prime नि खोथाखौनो बुंदो, positive prime number निखौनो. माने reasonआ assertionखौ explain खालामनाय जादों आरो दे. reasonआ जाहोना assertionखौ बेखेवना होनाय जादों आरो. मारै, नैबेयावबो बुंदोंमोन नै रोदा अनजिमा ना, रोदा अनजिमाफोर होनना बुंदोंमोन दा, prime numbers होननानै. Prime numbers, it is mentioned prime numbers. And these two are also prime number. बिसोर मोननैयाबो prime number. बेवहाय मा, reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our correct answer is A. A correct जागोन आरो. मोननैबो थार. Both are true and R is the correct explanation of A. दे, R आ A नि correct explanation, correct बेखेवनाय आरो दे. So बाकिया जानाय नङा दे. So बेनो जाबाय question number 6. So 7 आबो बिदिनो, 7 खौबो खालामखानोसै जों दे. Okay. So Question number 6 is also assertion region. Na? Question number 6 abo assertion region ini deh. Screenshot marinani deh. If you want to do a screenshot and write, you can write up. Or if you have the book, you can just follow, right? So our assertion, जोंनि बुंथिया मा होनो बुंथिया जाहैयो आरो. Root A is an irrational number if A is a prime number. दे. If A is a prime number, A मोनसे prime number बोला root A irrational ना. बुंथि बर्ग रोदा A आ रानजोबथाय जुदि A आ मोनसे रानजोबथा अनजिमा जाना दे रोदा अनजिमा जानांगौ. I'm sorry. रोदा अनजिमा दे prime बोला रोदा अनजिमा दे. Then reason जाहोना मा? Reason जाहोना मा जानो? The square root of any prime number is an irrational number. जायखिजाया रोदा अनजिमानि बर्ग रोदाया रानजोबथायै अनजिमा. दे जादोंना जायाखै नायनोसै दे. Now जोंनो बेयाव मा होदों? A आ जुदि प्राइम नाम्बार रोदा अनजिमाफोरखौ आं दहायनियावबो लिरना होनाय ना मामोन 2 3 5 7 11 13 17 19 जायखिजाया बेफोरनि बर्ग रोदा लायोब्ला रुट 2 रुट 3 बेफोरो मा all these are irrational. Irrational माने मा रानजोबथायै बेफोर गासिबो रानजोबथायै दे गोसोआव ला गासिबो रानजोबथायै. स' फार्स्टनिया थिगानो जादों. This is correct दे. रुट A आ रानजोबथायै जागोन जुदि A आ मोनसे नैफोर गासिबो जुदि A ना हमोब्ला बिसोरो रोदा अनजिमाब्ला दे. सेकेन्डआ मा होनदों? The square root of any prime number. नैबे square root of any prime number is an irrational number. नै जायखिजाया रोदा अनजिमा ला 17 खौबो square root ला बेफोरो मा irrational number. So this is also correct. दा reason होनाया जादोंना जायाखै? A आ prime number आरो any prime number निखौनो बुंखादों. आरो बर्ग रोदा लायोब्ला irrational number बेबो irrational number होननानै बुंदों दे. It is said that if A is a prime number, it is irrational. And here it is explained that the square root of any prime number is irrational, which is in fact true. So that means this reason is linked to the assertion. That means reason is explaining the assertion. Okay. So what we can write, which one is true? Both are true, and reason is explaining the assertion. Okay. आरो मा A नि थार बेखेवथि जादों आरो आरा दे आरा A खौ बेखेवना होदों आरो. जायखिजाया रोदा अनजिमानि बर्ग लायोबा मा मोनो रानजोबथायै मोनखायो आरो दे बेबायदि. आरो नै फार्स्टयावबो बुंनाय रोदा अनजिमाखौ मा बर्ग लायोब्ला बियो मा मोनसे रानजोबथायै होननानै बुंदों आरो दे. So okay, I hope you understood. दे बुजिबाय जानो हागौ. बुजियाखैबा आरोबाव कमेन्टआव खनसे लिरना हरगोन. Last number, we have the last number. So that is also very easy. So let's continue. Okay, the last question. Final question of this exercise 1.2, question number 8. There, question number 8. Very interesting question. Easily happen. There. If root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 10 are all irrational, they are all irrational. Which of the following pair is similar? I'm not sure about the, I think it should come similar or like irrational numbers. Okay, similar or like. I'm not sure about the translation. Let's wait for the books, right? Nay, Judi root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8 गासिबो मा root 10 गासिबो रानजोबथायै. अब्ला गाहायनि बबे जराफोरा महरसे एबा एखे रानजोबथाय अनजिमा महरसेबो फैनो हागौ एखेबो जानो हागौ एबा एखे रोखोमनि होननानैबो फैनो हागौ दे रोखोमसे होननानैबो फैनो हागौ एखे नङालासिनो रोखोमसेबो जानो हागौ जेब्ला बिजाब मोनगोन एसे कारेक्ट खालामना ला दे रोखोमसेबो फैनो हागौ ओके जोंहा मा दङलायो रुट 2 रुट 3 आरो रुट 5 आरो रुट 6 रुट 7 root 8 are root 10. We have these numbers. Okay. Now let us see if we can make anything. Suppose root 6. Root 6 we can write as root over 2 into 3. So root 7 we cannot do anything. Let's see root 8. Root 8 is what? Root 8 is equal to I think 2 into 2 into 2 na na root 8 ko. Root 8 ko nahi sanjab nahi. Okay. This is one method to break a square root. Square root nifrai baheraw number labonoba. If you want to bring out any number from the square root, this is one method. They method are. Wherever there is 2, okay. 2 into 2 like that square. Nay square no bola moननैनिफ्राय मोनसे बाहेराव जायो आरो. So I will bring one out from this 2 pair. Okay. 2 root what will be remaining? 2. And lastly there is a 10. 10 looks like 5 into 2, right? So this is not similar to anybody. This is also, but you see here there is a root 2 here. Root 2 is there, and there also there is a root 2. So root 2 and this is similar. Maybe our root 2 no man are 8 of 2 root 2 jana no. So root 2 ne ranjit 3 part irrational part is similar. So we can write that root 2 and root 8 is similar. Root 2 and root 8 jang similar nali na hagana jang homan more se nani rakam se nani de. Okay, so buji bai jana go माबाफोर बुजियाखैबा बे पुरा चेप्टारानो जोब्बाय दे जोंहा एक्सारसाइज 1आ जोब्बाय चेप्टार 1आ जोब्बाय जों चेप्टार 2 थांसै दे बिनि सिगां आं आरोबाव खावलायदों I request my students that please if you have any doubt please clear it up write in the comments okay कमेन्टआव लिरना हो क्लियर खालामना लाखा दे डाउटखौ क्लियर खालामना लाबासो बेबायदि मोजाङै दाना माबायदि कुइसन फैयो बेखौ जेबो जों बुंनो हाया दे you cannot even know what will come in the exam. So you have to be clear from each and every topic. Okay, मोनसे topic clear जाबासो खालामनो हागोन दे बेखायनो if there is any doubt clear it up first. माबा मोनसे doubt दङबोला clear खालामना ला माबाफोर बुजिनो गोनां दङबोला बुजिनानै लागोन आरो दे. So बेसेनोसै thank you. Next hour लोगो मोनलायगोन. See you in the next video.